Bitcoin is creating a massive symmetrical triangle, and this pattern is about to be breaking out. And in this exact video, I will talk about my price targets. I will also talk about the most important charts on Bitcoin right now. I will talk about the ascending triangle, the liquidity, where does it lay in the market right now, and more important charts, what we need to be discussing right now. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap up the like button, back above 400 likes on today's update video, because the most recent trade we took here on the channel that I announced here on the channel has got already a profit above $8,000 within 48 hours. So if you're interested in this, make sure to watch the video till the end. Any further ado, let me jump straight away in towards the imminent short term for Bitcoin. Once again, yesterday we saw a significant pump towards the upside, and Bitcoin exactly got rejected from off that previous high in the market. It was clearly the level where we got rejected from previously around, and once again I extended that level and we saw another rejection from off that exact high again. So Bitcoin right now is finding some support on this very important horizontal level right here where it bounced from, and previously around of course had major resistance from, and right now we're bouncing from off this level, and once again the top side as well is a very likely level where we're actually getting rejected from. So Bitcoin right now is still consolidating, and we are looking either at the ascending triangle for Bitcoin right now or the symmetrical triangle, but clearly there is a big resistance box above us right now here, and we got already rejected more than 4 times in a row from off this exact level right here. And once we do potentially break above this exact level right here, that is the point where I would really expect Bitcoin is going to go exponential once again. So Bitcoin is creating an ascending triangle, and we're just waiting to see whenever this pattern is going to be breaking out. We're expecting that at least in the coming 10 to approximately 14 days from now on, we're going to see a breakout of this pattern. So for now on, we could still see Bitcoin be a little bit more boring. We're seeing that on the 12-hour time frame, we're creating a downward sloping resistance line, and we actually already got rejected by this for more than 3 times in a row right now here. And the support, has been absolutely incredible, because the support for Bitcoin has been touched more than 6 times in a row already. So Bitcoin is definitely creating a very interesting pattern right now here, and it is set to be breaking out anytime soon for Bitcoin. And if we're looking at about where is the liquidity laying in this market, we can clearly see there's a lot of short liquidity. So liquidity on the top side are laying around at $38,000 level. To be exact, approximately $300 million in Bitcoin short liquidations are laying around that $38,000 level, what makes it, in my opinion, a very interesting level for Bitcoin to go towards and potentially have a continuation towards the upside. So the $38,000 is exactly the previous high in the market right here, and I do really think once we're going to touch that level, we could see potentially a massive short squeeze getting initiated on the market, and that could cause Bitcoin to run even higher than it is already right now. So I'm going to be looking very closely towards that, and of course at the same time just purely looking at the daily time frame, Bitcoin is still creating somewhat of a losing momentum structure, but be on high alert. And right now, 48 days from now on, the Bitcoin spot ETF is going to get accepted, and probably that is going to be another catalyst for Bitcoin to go even higher. So the final deadline is going to hit us in 48 days, but probably it's already going to be sooner. So honestly, once the ETF comes out here, I do really think Bitcoin is going to go up for another rally towards the upside, and that is definitely maybe a thing you should be paying attention towards. So make sure to do your own research, but I am not using Binance anymore. I am using BYBIT, however. So if you want to be trading Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, make sure to go to the link description of today's video, because you can claim a deposit bonus up to $40,000 if you sign up an account on BYBIT. And if you directly go towards the website, it's only $400, so it's a win-win situation. And on top of that, if you go to the link description of today's video, you can actually claim an extra additional $1,000 airdrop position, and all you need to do, like you can see here in the conditions, is sign up an account using that link below, complete KYC level 1, deposit $100 in your first 7 days, and it has to be a new account where you have not traded with yet. So if you do that, you can claim a free $1,000 airdrop position on Bitcoin, Ethereum, or on Pepe, whatever you want, for only depositing $100. So it's super valuable, so make sure to check it out in the link description of today's video. Then quickly talking about this trade, guys, I talked about this trade 2 days ago here on Twitter. Twitter, then I talked about it on YouTube, and right now we're in approximately $8,000 profit. So I am not closing the trade yet here. However, from of $38,000, I'm going to start take profit on the trade. So currently my stop loss is also in profit, what basically means that there's for me no risk to ride this trade. And if potentially something happens in the market that, let's say, the ETF gets accepted or whatsoever, I could definitely benefit from it massively. And if Bitcoin dumps here, I will still go out of this trade in profit. So there's no risk for me to ride this trade here. And honestly, so far it's been a very good trade here, but later in this video I also will talk about my next trade, so make sure to stick in the video. So looking at the bigger perspective for Bitcoin, honestly the trend still remains to be significantly upwards, and honestly I am really expecting that 2024 is going to be the year of the new altcoins for Bitcoin, since we're going to get the spot ETFs, we're going to get the halving for Bitcoin, and I think it's going to cause a massive price increasement and a massive supply shock on Bitcoin. So yeah, on the weekly time frame we can clearly see that this previous level right here has been the level that we flipped into support, but actually if we're looking at the daily time frame, there is something very interesting that you should be seeing here, because this is actually the most important level to be breaking. This level right here I'm talking about, that $39,000 level. Why? Is because this is the point the drop off started for Bitcoin. So you can clearly see this was basically the point where Bitcoin massively got rejected from, right? So I'm going to extend this level, and I will be approaching this level as actually the most important level to be breaking, since this is the drop-off point for Bitcoin. You can clearly see once we rejected from off this level, that was the point Bitcoin dumped significantly, and just like it was over there, it was also with a 31.6k level, and we also, once we broke above 31.6k, went higher towards this level, right? So honestly, this is the level for me to be breaking off Bitcoin. So it's going to be 39.7k here. We have so far not reached that level yet here, and honestly if we do break above that level, it's going to be important. Also, the level on the lower side is also the point where the drop off really started, right? And that's also an important level. And you can see also that that is also a level that actually got us rejected many times before as well. So 39.7k is going to be the main level to be breaking, and if we break that 39.7k, honestly I won't be surprised that we're going to go much higher than that. But first, of course, we have to break that 37.6k level. That was the first start of the drop off. So these are two very important levels for Bitcoin. On the weekly time frame we already broke above it, but so far on the lower time frames we haven't. On the daily time frame we're creating, of course, that massive symmetrical triangle, and we're just waiting for the breakout to be happening. And honestly, if I were to be looking at the price target of this symmetrical triangle, right, for Bitcoin, it has got a bullish price target on the top side and a bearish target on the lower side, and the bullish target is somewhere around $40,000, and the bearish target for this breakdown is somewhere around 33.5k. So these are the levels that I'm going to be looking at right now for Bitcoin. And honestly guys, I have been talking about this, should I share my new trade setup? I'm looking to more trade setups right now that I want to be sharing here, but of course currently I've got one trade setup set up here on Pepe. Unfortunately the chart right here did hit it, but my entry here on BYBIT was just missed out here. And I've set these orders up like 3 days ago here, but unfortunately we did not got entered, but Pepe did still bounce towards the upside. However, I'm going to be holding my positions. It's somewhere around the 1042 level where I'm opening up my positions at, and I am having my stop loss slightly below it, below that 10 level. So yeah, this is what I'm looking at for Pepe. I think Pepe could still bounce very significantly, and this has been a very previous big level of resistance and support. And that's why I think this level is probably going to be likely to be flipping into massive support. So this is my next trade here. So this was it also for me in today's update video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.